sick in Bethany town, Lazarus weakening and worn down, brother of Martha and Mary, tender and calm, who had anointed the Lord with oily balm. Her tresses she used his feet to dry. Her brother was sick, prepared to die. The sisters sent for Jesus to say, Lord, the one you love is ill, said they. But Jesus answered calm and plain, the sickness is not his final bane. It tends rather to God's great glory, that through this death men know my story. Now Jesus loved the sisters twain, and Lazarus too, with love not feigned. Yet although his friend was ailing sore, he tarried for 2 days, yea, and more. Then after this Jesus said again, let us return to Judea, my good men. But they replied, Rabbi, stay. The Jews just sought stones, your life to slay. Will you go thither and risk the strife, when they would be glad to take your life? Jesus answered, a day has 24 hours, 12 of daylight, 12 for dark powers. He who walks while the day is bright stumbles not, for he has the light. But he who walks when night has spread stumbles, for no light fills his heart or head. These words he spoke, then added more. Our friend is asleep, his strength is o'er. But I go now to wake him sound. The 12 replied, if sleeping he be found, he will be getting well, his health comes soon. They didn't know that Jesus spoke of the tomb. Then Jesus told them plain, fear not, be brave. Lazarus is dead and lies in his grave. And for your sakes I am glad indeed that I was not there in his hour of need, that you may believe and strengthened be. Come along and visit Lazarus with me. Then Thomas, called the twin by name, spoke to the rest with words of flame. Let us go forth, whatever may befall. If our master goes to die, let's go and die all. When Jesus came, the word was told, Lazarus lays in the grave, 4 days cold. Bethany stood but 2 miles near, Jerusalem's walls where foes brought fear. But many pious Jews had gathered round to comfort the sisters in their grief profound. Martha, hearing that Jesus came, ran out to meet him, calling his name. But Mary stayed inside the room, her heart weighed down with dreary gloom. Martha said, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would still be living, that's clear. Yet even now I trust and pray, God grants whatever you ask today. Your brother will rise again, Jesus said. I know, she answered, lifting her head. I know he will arise on the final day, when God calls forth the dead from the clay. But Jesus said, I am the life, the resurrection, to rise above all strife. The one who believes in me shall live, though he may die, I life will give. And everyone living who trusts in me shall never perish eternally. Do you believe this truth I speak? Yes, Lord, she answered, hopeful yet meek. I believe you are Christ, God's Son from above, the one who was sent by the Father's love. After she spoke, Martha went away and whispered to Mary without delay, the teacher is here, he is calling for you. At once she rose up to see what he would do. Jesus had not yet reached the town, but stayed where Martha had knelt down. The mourners in the house with Mary forlorn saw her leaving swiftly and thought she went to mourn. At the cold tomb where her brother lay, so they followed behind on that sorrowful way. When Mary reached her beloved Lord at last, she fell at Jesus' feet, her tears falling fast. Master, if you had been here that day, my brother would not have been taken away. The Jews looked on and whispered low, "See how he loved him, see how it shows." But others murmured in their despair, "He healed the blind with miraculous care. Couldn't he have kept this man from death and stopped him the loss of his final Again Christ groaned his heart in pain, and came to the tomb where Lazarus had lain. It was a cave, a stone sealed tight, the heavy door that shut out the light. "Take away the stone," commanded he, but Martha, the sister, said fearfully, "Lord, won't he smell awful of death and decay? His body has rotted for 4 long days." Jesus replied, "Did I not say, if you believe, you'll see God's power today, the glory revealed before your eyes, the power of God who never dies." So they removed the stone that day, and Jesus lifted his eyes to pray. "Father, I thank you, you hear me always. I speak for the crowd that they may gaze and know you sent me, Lord, most true, that they may believe and trust in you." When he had spoken, he cried aloud, a voice of thunder before the crowd. "Lazarus, come forth," he said, and life returned to one once dead. The man came out, still bound in bands, with linen wrapped on his feet and hands. A cloth still covered his weary face. "Unbind him," said Jesus, "loose him to his sister's embrace." Many of the Jews who witnessed that day beheld the tomb where Lazarus lay. They witnessed life from death restored, and put their trust in Christ the Lord.